Welcome back to New York City. Big East Women's Basketball Media Day rolls right along here as we are so excited to welcome in the head coach of the Uconn Huskies, Gino Auriemma, in his 40th year in stores, 11 national championships along the way. Hello, sir. How are we doing?
Oh, look at that picture,
yes.
Huh? Jeez, oh, man. How we doing? You know, I think the first one of these I ever did, I thought it was like so exciting to be here. We've had them all different places, and you always got a sense of the excitement that comes when you see other coaches and you're around it, and now you do it in a place like this, and it's 40 years later, and it kind of still feels the same, you know.
Oh.
Nothing much has changed. You know, you still get that same jitters that the season's getting ready to start.
Oh, we're glad to hear that, Coach. We're going to get into the team, but I do want to stick on this 40-year number just for a minute because it is quite remarkable. Not just 40 years at the same school. I mean, as recently as last week, we're seeing people hang it up. You continue to keep at it. What would you say keeps you going year after year?
Yeah, I wish I could answer that question. I really could, honestly, because I really don't know. Other than you just wake up in the morning and you go, and you find that the day's over, and you do it again the next day, and you enjoy it, and it's fun, and you look up one day, and it's been 40 years. You know, so there was never a. You know, I can't believe I'm still doing this. Now, don't get me wrong. During the season, there are times when I wish I wasn't doing this, but never enough to make you say, okay, that's it. I'm done. I'm out of here. You know, so I think the success that we've had, the people that we have, you know, it all still works. You know, it all still feels right.
And the players' personalities their energy have to keep you going a little bit as well. I mean, we've talked about Paige Beckers with you in length, and you've got her for her final collegiate season, her final year with Uconn. What brings you the joy of watching her when you think of the growth that she had from her freshman year and battling injuries to now her final season at Uconn?
I talked about it with her yesterday, as a matter of fact, because Sunday was her birthday, and I asked, I said, are you 21 or 22? And she said, I'm 23.
Oh.
And I had forgotten that this is her 5th year.
Yeah.
You know, I just thought 4 years, you know. But there is some unbelievable satisfaction that you get watching someone come in as a freshman and then looking at them 3 or 4 years later and seeing the growth and seeing the changes. But at the same time, the fact that you're constantly in that mode and they are helping you stay current and stay engaged and stay motivated because you want them to succeed, you know, and every day she'll do something that'll make me incredibly grateful that I'm still there coaching her. And that's followed up by that she'll do something that I wish I had left yesterday. You know, so I get the ups and downs every day with her, and it's the greatest feeling ever. Yes, yes.
Coach, we could ask you about pretty much any player on the roster, but I want to ask you about one many people know about. Jana El-Alfi, who is a 6'5" player. Aaliyah Edwards is gone. A lot of people say, what's UConn going to bring on the interior? What can you tell us about what you expect from her this season?
You know, I think there's a pre and post. Pre the Achilles injury, the way Jenna would be at practice would be exactly what we needed. You know, a big presence. She's very physical. And post, it's taken her a while to come back. Those are not the easiest kinds of injuries to come back. By little in practice, we're starting to see. And we haven't had that big of a presence in the lane in a while now at Uconn. And there's a physicality that she brings. All right? I was joking the other day. somebody in the first game that we play, probably. I hope she gets it out of the way in the scrimmage. Somebody's going to foul out, either her or the person guarding her, because it's just so physical with her in there. And it doesn't mean to be, and not dirty or anything. She just plays the game with a physicality that we really need and haven't had in a while. So I'm excited. I'm excited for her.
Who guards her in practice? Who takes the brunt?
Well, her and Ice go at it once in a while. You know, Sarah, strong. But mainly we bring in guys that are bigger than her and let them go at it.
Well, since you mentioned Sarah Strong, you have the preseason freshman of the year in her. And when you look at your team coach, it's not injuries that we're talking about, which has kind of been a theme, I feel like, for the past couple of years. But instead, it's a little bit of youth, kind of. So
I know.
how are you balancing that?
That's why I don't understand. Paige is really under the gun this year, you know, because everyone's expectations are so high. And when AZ comes back, they're going to be even higher. And then you look around and you say, well, how many players on our roster have really played a lot of games at Uconn? Because if I put out my most experienced roster out there, it's going to be Paige and AZ, who have played, what? Paige has played. I don't know how much AZ's played. Ice has played 1 year, my most experienced. And then Ash and KK, Caitlin Chen, who has never played for us. So you look out there, and then all the other guys are freshmen. So it's really something that is going to take some time, but the talent that I think we have and that we're much deeper, I think will hopefully offset the lack of experience. And Paige is going to have to do a lot until that happens, you know. But Sarah is multi-talented, which helps us be even deeper because she can play 2 or 3 or 4 positions sometimes. So that really helps.
Yeah, I'm excited about Caitlin Chen and having played in the Ivy League. I watched her tear up the last couple of Ivy League tournaments. When you kind of consider all these pieces, whether it's a new piece like her, whether it's people coming back from injury, what are some of the things that this team has done best in practice over the last couple of weeks?
You know, we miss Nika a lot. We don't have that kind of in-your-face emotional grittiness that she brought, obviously, and the defensive intensity that she brought. But I think there's parts of the game that Caitlin has that Nika doesn't have. There's things that she has that doesn't have that Nika had. But her ability to get in the lane, her ability to drive the ball downhill and then create for herself or for others is really, really going to help us because we've got pretty good shooters on the perimeter. So she's fearless. You know, she's smart. I told her the other day, you know, you're just having a great training camp. If we could get you to pass the ball to our team all the time instead of sometimes, you know, going to the other team, but she's so anxious to make a play. I've loved every minute of having her around. You know, she's just fantastic, you know.
Coach,
fantastic.
As always, we enjoy every minute that we get to spend with talking to you. An icon, to use Val Ackerman's word.
Val, Jesus.
40. What's in store? What's
you know
in
what's
store
funny?
in stores?
The year before, the year that I started at UVA, which is 44 years ago. Okay, I was there 4 years. The year I started at UVA, Val had just graduated.
Oh,
That's how long this has been, right? It's been an incredible journey, and I'm fortunate. You know, we've got some great coaches in our league, and great camaraderie among the coaching staff and the players, and you know, so working with you guys is going to be a lot of fun, and I'm excited about it.
We are too, Coach.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for
Thanks for
staying
having
with
me.
us.
Coach.
That's great.
Let's toss it over to Ice in the Schweppes corner with the Huskies. You've got AZ Fudd with you. How about it?
Thanks, Meg. AZ, thank you so much for joining me. Welcome to New York. You look lovely, by the way.
Thank you so much. So do you.
Thank you. Thank you. We're excited to get you back on the court this season. What has your rehab process looked like? You missed all of last season due to an injury, but now you're back, preseason all-conference team. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling great. I mean, this rehab process, my second time around, so I think I just had a different mindset about it. It's been a lot better than my first time. But I'm feeling great. I'm back on the court now, and I'm just so excited to be back with my teammates.
Yeah, talking about this team in the AP poll, you guys are preseason pick number 2 nationally. What do you feel like this team has in terms of its DNA that can get the Uconn Huskies another championship? It's been, last one you guys won was in 2016.
Yeah, no, our team is very young this year. There's a lot of new people. Well, yeah, so you got freshmen, transfers, people that are coming back from injuries. So it's just a bunch of new people that hadn't played last year and haven't played together. And I think it just shows in practice. Like every practice, I feel like we're getting better. Our chemistry's getting better. And it's been really exciting just to see like how far we've come along. Just from the summer session, like new pieces are being added. It seems like every week, like someone else is back. And it's been really great just to have that new energy and that new feeling about everything.
Yeah, tell me about some of these newcomers. I mean, we chatted about Sarah Strong at the desk, a preseason freshman of the year. You also have a grad transfer in Caitlin Chen from Princeton. Like, what are some of these newcomers bringing to the table?
Everyone brings something different. Like on the court, off the court, their personalities are so different, and I feel like all of our personalities just like match so perfectly. Sorry. Like you're talking about Sarah's incredible. She's a great passer, a great scorer, like inside, outside, she does it all. And then Allie is an incredible shooter, and she just has like this toughness about her, this little white girl toughness. And same with Morgan, like she's everywhere. Her hands are everywhere. She's sneaky. And Caitlin Chen, like even though she hasn't played with us, and you can see like she's getting more comfortable with our offense and playing within like the Uconn system. You can tell like she's played, like she's smart. She's very smart. So it's been fun playing with people with such high Qs and just fit in the system. So it's been great.
Oh man, I'm so excited to watch you guys hoop this season. So glad that you're back and healthy. Thanks so much for joining me.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. All right, back to the desk where they're chatting with the preseason pick player of the year, Paige Beckers. Back to you, Meg.
Thanks so much, Ice. Paige, hello, welcome to the set.
Thank you.
Love the outfit. You
Thank
had
you.
yourself a little bit of a summer, little fashionista that we've got over here. Curious, because you're in this, like, what's our fashion, like, who's your guru? Where do you get your fashion ideas from?
Well, I have a stylist. Her name's Brittany Hampton. So we work together on a lot of ideas. She has the brains. But I'm actually a little bit into fashion myself. Just when I'm bored, whenever I have time, sort of make outfits in my notes and come up with creative ideas. But definitely, I would say Brittany helps a lot.
I'm going to age myself because I'm like, are Pinterest boards still a thing for outfits?
Oh,
I think they are. I get a lot of inspiration
Okay.
from a lot of things. I know League Fits on Instagram is like,
Okay.
I'm stalking their Instagram all the time looking for ideas. So.
Yeah.
Keeping with the fashion for a second, so we've seen like fits take off at the WNBA level. We don't see it much at the college level. Is this something you have in mind for this season? Like, will we see tunnel entrances? Or are we sticking with like the warm-up suit?
Definitely the tracksuits, the Uconn way. Might be a navy travel suit, might be a red travel suit. You never know with the travel suits, but
Okay.
mix it up. that
Maybe
way.
some accessories.
Yeah, maybe a little something.
accessorize a little bit maybe.
Well, speaking of the Uconn way, we just spoke with your head coach, Gino Auriemma, and to think that he's been doing this for 40 seasons, when you take a moment back and kind of reflect for yourself of playing for Gino Auriemma, and you've had such a spectacular career at Uconn, how do you summarize what it's meant to you to play for such a legend?
It's crazy just to know the history, how long he's been coaching, who he's all coached, just watching him in the program when I was younger, just the consistency, the longevity of it, them being the premier program for such a long time. And it was a dream for me to play here. It was always my dream school, and just to fulfill it and live it, it's been surreal. It's been amazing. I've learned so much. I've grown so much, and I couldn't imagine being anywhere else. I've just loved the entire time in the Uconn program.
And Paige, I still remember the video of you announcing that you were going to come back for this final year. Just what are you hoping to experience and to accomplish, whether it's personally or as a team, in this final season as a Husky?
I think I've taken a great pride in being a leader. I think I've grown a lot in that regard. Obviously, not having Nika and Aaliyah to lean on, it's been tough. It's been an adjustment. They've all I really known in college. But to just step up into that leadership position, communicate lead by example, use my voice, just show the younger guys what we do here at Uconn. I think has been huge for me, and just embracing it, having fun. It's my last year playing college basketball. Some of the best times of your life happen in college, so embracing it, having fun, enjoying every single moment, taking nothing for granted. Every single day I get to wake up and do what I love. It's a blessing. So just continue to enjoy that, and obviously win. Win is the main goal.
The farewell tour for Paige Beckers. What would freshman year Paige Beckers say to your current self?
Just have fun. I mean, there's a lot of outside pressures, a lot of outside noise that can try to distract you or get in the way. But just remember why you play the game. Continue to be a great teammate, a great leader, and just go out there, win, and leave nothing out on the floor.
The Big East preseason player of the year, Paige Beckers. Thank you so much for joining us. Still to come, the Villanova Wild.